I first worked in the Middle East during the second Gulf War in 2003. I was one of the first groups of journalists to travel over the border from Amman to Baghdad after the US invaded Iraq and the fall of Saddam Hussein happened. I arrived on the night that Saddam Hussein had fallen into Baghdad. And it was a really monumental time in Iraq, and it was an extraordinary time to be there. I traveled down to the south to Basra, where I embedded myself in a hospital where many of the medical supplies that the convoy I was on had been dropped. And I stayed working in that hospital for 2 weeks and stayed in the hospital with a group of doctors. It was very dangerous to leave the hospital. There was a lot of uncertainty, insecurity, and I really felt that the story that needed to be told was of the Iraqi people. And so I felt that a hospital was a really interesting place to be, and it was a place that I started to be able to document some really heartfelt stories from families who'd been impacted, first of all, by the rule of Saddam Hussein, but secondly, who were being impacted by the current crisis.